Oh, we are live! How are we, lads? Come on, the footy! The footy's back! Guys, subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! The Cowboys win it! Woo! Back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Thursday night football review for round 19 of the 2022 NRL season. And we're here for the Eels and Broncos post-game show review. And bugger me, Bankwest Stadium or Combank Stadium, whatever you want to call it. Broncos 36, Parramatta Eels 14. I'm joined by Dan from DAFT Previews. Dan, as a Broncos fan, how are you feeling after that?
Is horny the right way to describe it? I'm actually a Broncos fan living right next to Parramatta, so I can almost taste the tears of Parramatta outside. It's brilliant.
You might want to lock the doors then. If you're that close to them, bugger me, they're going to come looking for you.
They probably will.
Para fans will be fuming.
100%.
The Parramatta train station, I'll tell you what, they're bloody... The vending machines there will be getting smashed. Everyone will be pissed off. Looking for something to break, they'll be going for the vending machines.
Mate, there's going to be more coward punches thrown than train tickets purchased at Parramatta tonight, I'll tell you
that. Well, I hope everyone's doing well on your Thursday night, July 21st, 2022, 10 o'clock p.m. Obviously, tonight was a very good result for the Broncos. Parramatta tonight were, let's face it, they were dog shit. They were dreadful. They were absolutely smashed. They got bashed through the middle. Unbelievable performance from Brisbane. Before we get into the review, I want to say hello to the live chat. We've got a few people here. We've got 29 people rolling in as we speak. We've got a good crowd building up for the review. Hello to Scott Duncan, Faraz, Cody Games PlayStation, National Sports Loaded. We've got Lachlan. Who else we got here? We've got Bosky in the house. Electrical Dust is here. SS Storm fan. Bugger me. Julian's here. CJ. The chat's going off. It's Rocket. It's good to see. Zen Pie. Yeet Boy. Bugger me. I can't even keep up with the chat. It's going mental. Can't even keep up. If I scroll too far up, the whole thing's just going to blow up on me. All right, bugger me. We got a donation already. Super chat. Let's get to the super chats. It's Julian, the Broncos fan himself. Sup, Nick? Up the Bronx. 3 in a row, or three in a arrow. I can't understand that. Flogged Para. First win at Combank based on that. We will destroy Tigers next week, and I am going Broncos by 50 next week. Is that supposed to be next week, or are you trying to wee on the channel? I don't know what you're trying to do, but thank you so much for the $5 super chat, Julian. I thank you very much, and well done to the Broncos on a very, very dominant performance. Dan, mate, obviously, honestly, as a Broncos supporter, did you see that performance coming, especially all the way down there in Sydney?
Mate, as a Broncos supporter, it's what I woke up hoping would happen. As a rugby league purist, I was a little bit concerned. I've been checking the weather all week for this game to place my bets. It was meant to be a very light drizzle. The fucking rain was pounding down today, and I was like, it's not slowing down. It was a lot wetter than I thought it would be, and I thought that played right into the Eels' hands. My opinion on this one is that the Eels, on paper, probably have an evenly matched forward pack, but I think the Eels, when they're playing well, their forward pack actually connects very well. They got offloads, they pass, and I thought that's where they'd get the jump on us, and that's where they usually do. But no, I didn't see it coming up. But I guess the way I looked at it was either the Eels were going to pump us or we were going to pump them. And I thought I was quite worried about this one because Parramatta are unpredictable as shit. So
they are. They are just like the Warriors, but a better version. They're so up and down. You can't get a read on them. It's like against the Warriors and the Tigers the other week, they were really, really struggling to finish that game off. And in this game, they started well. And once Brisbane got got going, they murdered them through the middle. They absolutely mauled them through the middle. They ate them alive. I need to go back to the live chat because we're getting donation after donations. It's crazy tonight. Everyone's going nuts. We've got a question from Lachlan. I think it's Cooksey or Cooksey. I can't pronounce that last name. Apologies. $4 super chat. He says, "How old Daft?" I think it's referring to you, mate.
Yeah, so this is a young fella who's been supporting me for quite some time. And loves to comment on my age. Within the Discord community that I have, I am an older statesman, but a bit like Corey Parker. I'm really just peaking after 30. So
exactly.
Thanks for the donation, Lockie. Went to a great cause.
Thank you, Lockie. Thank you, Lockie, for the $4 super chat. It means a lot, my friend. And we got another super chat coming in. Good God Almighty, it's a super chat party tonight. Julian, again. I meant 3 in a row, Nick, next week. So he auto-corrected himself and said $3 more. Thank you, Julian.
King Julian, you forgot a full stop, mate. It's another $1.
$2 more, thanks. No, in all seriousness, thank you very much for the $2 super chat. And I will mention as well, if you want to donate to the channel, feel free to do so. The super chat, well, I think everyone knows what super chat is. It's going absolutely mental at the moment. PayPal is also available. PayPal is probably the better option because the money goes in my bank account instantly. I get paid from YouTube tomorrow, and all the donations I got this week, I won't get them till next month. So, if you want to use super chat, feel free to do so. PayPal was much better, but yeah, that's just letting you guys know where it all is and how it all works. Before we get into the high scores and stuff, I want to talk about Parramatta, mate. What are Parramatta lacking from being a good team? Because we've seen Parramatta the last couple of years. They've been a top 8 side. They've even been a top 4 side. And they can't get past week 2 of the finals. And we're getting close to the finals now. And it's so inconsistent, bro. What are they lacking? Is it quality of players to win in big games? Is it just they're not ready? Is the coach out of touch? I mean, what's wrong with Parramatta, you reckon?
For about 5 years ago, they're in the same situation they're in now. 5 years ago, they weren't ready. Their key players are a bit too young, but their window is closing this season. The problem with Parramatta is it's obvious, right? It's consistency, but it's like, why are they inconsistent? The reason they're inconsistent is either they're not coached properly or they don't have the mindset and approach to win games. So with Parramatta, what you'll notice is they're a very reactive team. To be one of the best teams, you need to be proactive, meaning you take a certain mindset into every training session and every game in order to achieve an outcome. Parramatta is very reactive, whereas if they play well, they drop off. If they play bad, they back it up and they react. Like, what was it? What was the game? It was easy money. It was a game where Parramatta were having a rough shot. The game was up against the Roosters, and I picked Parramatta as underdogs, going to flog the Roosters here. Massive bounce back game. Paolo's running for 250 meters. He sets a career high, and it's all because they're reactive. They react to the previous week. Next week, who knows what Parramatta team we're going to get? That's why they're inconsistent. They're reactive.
You watch now. Parramatta play Penrith next week. You watch Parramatta be in that game.
They will. A lot closer than this game.
It drives me insane how Parramatta do this. They are able to beat Melbourne in Melbourne earlier this year. They're able to beat Penrith in Penrith, which every team is struggling to do, I might add. No one can touch Penrith in Penrith. Unless you're the Cowboys. But no, I can't even say that because we lost to them down and I was there.
Right.
But bugging me. It's the same thing. And look, they can beat big teams, but they lose to teams like the Tigers, the Dogs. They struggled against the Warriors. They struggled against all these bottom teams who wouldn't even beat anyone on their day at the moment with the way those bottom teams are going. But I don't know, man. It's just every year they go through the same shit. They seem to start the year off good. They have a bit of a couple week off there in mid-year. Then they come back and they're just shit to end the year. They just don't have what it takes. And Brad Arthur's been there since 2014 now. If you sack him, who do you bring in? Because there isn't many good guys you can replace Brad Arthur with. I think the main problem with Parramatta is the players are leaving in the year. Reid Money's going to the Dogs. Papali'a's going to the Tigers. A lot of players want out. Kafusi's going to the Sharks.
Yeah.
Nia Kore's going to the Warriors. So players that are still being picked that are leaving next year, they're not playing to the best of their ability, and it's affecting them. They seem to be a very unhappy club at the moment, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. I think maybe players a little bit more selfish. Even Moses is playing for a new deal, right? That's what he's looking at. New extension or some shit.
He's playing for a new deal. Dylan Brown, I mean, he tries hard.
Yeah.
Clint Gutherson, I mean,
Gutherson.
go back and watch that Adam Reynolds try. That sums up Clint Gutherson's night.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't believe that try. That was ridiculous. Back to the live chat. Another super chat. Hey Nick, have you heard of the DAFT Preview Discord server? Yes, I have. I'm on there, bro. I'm not active on Discord as much because some reason I never go on there, but I try to go on there before the football now so I can get bets off you guys because, mate, didn't you win like 10,000 last week?
Yeah, a cheeky 10K off a bonus bet.
10K. How good's that? Everyone needs to get on that Discord and get the tips. Everyone needs to get on there.
I've got a similar bet this week, Nick, running. And I think I'll get, what is it? I think 7.5K, I think, if that one comes up.
Jesus.
And I got so that one's on lads. That one's over 7K, actually. The sports bet one is about 5.5, or maybe 7K, actually. My stakes have been on that one, so.
Mate, I've got a multi. I put this on the other day. I picked 16 anytime try scorers for the weekend. I'm already 2 from 2. I had Sevo and Oates. I need 14 more try scorers. 14 more try scorers for $89,000.
I reckon you'll get close.
I reckon I'll get close as well. I'm a bit worried about Jack White and Munster and all that, but everybody else is basically a winger or an outside back.
You got Jesse Ramian in there?
Nah, because they're playing Penrith.
That's right. It's a risky one.
That's why you just got to look at who they're playing, I guess, and break it down where they can score. But who knows what's going to happen? But let's get into the game. We'll go through the try scorers and shit. And I believe you were stuck in traffic for the first bit of the game, mate. The first try went to Sevo. I believe you were stuck in traffic, you were saying.
Yeah, I spoiling my wife. Won the 10K last week, so I was like, let's go out for a nice dinner on Thursday. Spent $250 on a bit of Asian food out near Parramatta. Fucking when I got there, I was like, fuck, there's a lot of traffic here. And then I was like, oh, the bloody game's here. I was like, fuck. So we had our dinner, left, turned the footy on the radio. I wasn't going to make it home in time. Stuck in traffic, and all I can hear is, Carrigan knocks it on. Reynolds kicks the ball. Gutherson catches it near the 50. I'm like, fucking hell, we're going to get absolutely thrashed here. The minute I walk in, first try, Micah Sevo.
As soon as you walk in the door, Sevo goes in off a Sean Lane offload. Good start for the Eels. Broncos were a bit flat the first 5 or so, but it didn't even matter in the end. Sevo scores. Moses misses. Para 4-0. Didn't take long then because Mr. Corey Oates went over. They put a kick in the Broncos. He come off Brenko Lee's head or shoulder, and then he kicked it along the ground. And then Oates, in the wet conditions, I might add, really
great hands,
really good pickup and scored that try. What a try from Corey Oates, eh?
It was brilliant. He's been so good this year. Like he didn't even make an error in that game.
Would you say Corey Oates is a top five winger in the game as of right now on current form?
Oh,
he's close.
Fuck. He's up there. It depends who you ask. If you ask Billy Slater, definitely not.
Yeah.
Given how we pick his origin wingers.
Yeah, exactly.
It depends what you're looking for, right? Like he probably doesn't have the X factor that a lot of the best wingers do. But
no, but he just does his job well.
Solid work. Yeah.
If he isn't in the top 5, he's definitely in the top 10. He's a freak, Corey Oates. He's a freak. Brisbane go to a 6-4 lead, and then in the 19th minute, Paddy Carrigan with a brilliant offload as well, just out of nowhere, just a brilliant offload. And Payne Haas, I mean, bugger me. He just went straight through, scored. Gutherson couldn't stop him. I don't think anyone's stopping Payne Haas when he's away like that. I don't care who you are. Haas went through and scored. What a try that was.
Yeah, he was just pulling away. I think it was Reid Marnie on the ground. He tried to tackle Carrigan as Carrigan got the offload. I think he was sitting on his ass, and Payne Haas just spotted him, walked straight over him. Gutherson didn't have a chance. He was just pulling through. It was a beautiful sight.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Brisbane go to 12-4. Then Junior Pula goes up with some sort of injury. They were talking about whether he'll come back or not. And then not long after that, Reynolds put a grubber kick through for Jordan Ricky. Pretty Ricky went over and scored.
He did. It was beautiful. I thought Katoni might get there, but was beautiful.
I
Great
think
touch.
the punters would have been screaming for Stags because everyone who has a multi on Broncos always backs Stags. So,
I know.
but
Which,
pretty
as a keen
Ricky went in
punter
and scored.
and a Broncos fan, I would strongly suggest people don't do that. Don't bet on Stags. Don't.
You can't be trusted. He's so up and down.
Nah, he is.
Corey Oates is safe money if you want to back Broncos players to score.
Yeah.
Corey Oates is your man. So Jordan Mickey scores. Brisbane go to 18-4 in front. And then it was back and forth for a while there. And there was a few six agains. I think Parramatta survived about 4 or 5 sets in a row. And then Will Panasini got binned for a professional foul. I think that was the right decision too, by the way.
Yeah, it was. Given the time of the game, the 5 repeat sets like 2 minutes earlier.
The momentum
yeah,
was
that was
stopped
fair.
deliberately as well, I thought. I thought it was the right call. So Panasini goes for 10 in the bin, and then it didn't take long. Ezra Mann with a beautiful ball to Capewell, and Capewell went over and scored. Gee, he's a good player.
That was nice. And he runs those great lines. I like how Ezra dug in. And I also love the fact that Capewell dove early. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He could have taken 2 extra steps to get over. There's a chance he gets held up or knocks the ball on. He dives early. That's maturity right there.
It's good. It's good of him to do that as well. And Capewell, he's always going to do it. His experience. But Ezra, man, just the time, and he knows what to do. He's just such a good young talent. Brisbane 18-4 in front. And then Parramatta with 12 men, they ended up getting over on the left-hand side for Wagga Blake. I do not know why Sean Lane passed the ball. He could have scored himself. If Wagga Blake had dropped it, Twitter would have been like, F Sean Lane. It would have been nuts. But lucky for him that Wagga Blake was able to catch that ball and score. With 12 men, mate, that was a bit disappointing, wasn't it, to concede that?
It was, I didn't like that. It was a bit soft. But I also had part of my bet this week was for Parramatta to score over 11.5 points. So a bit of me was like, yeah, I need that. I'll take that. We're still well in front here. So kudos to him.
Can't complain. And Moses converts. We get to halftime. Brisbane 24-10 over Parramatta. Now, I don't know about you. Brisbane had about 57% possession in the first half. Parramatta were only down by 14. I thought Parramatta was still a slight chance going into the second half.
Yeah, I thought so too. Like, I knew Parramatta can put on points, and they didn't have any momentum in that first half. And what you find is when you're watching some rugby league, right, if one team dominates the first half, you normally see possession balance out, which means the other team's going to get a crack. And it was very similar to that. Parramatta were rolling. I don't think until Reynolds got smart, put his body in the way, and that obstruction was called, I thought Parra were coming for it. I was getting a bit toey, a little bit worried.
We will get into that no try because I got to say, Twitter was absolutely furious about that decision. They were losing their shits. Get to the second half, and Corey Oates, of course, he goes in and scores another try. Oates gets a double. Brisbane go to 30-10, and I thought the game was over then.
It was good. Like, the confidence of Reynolds put that kick over. It was pinpoint.
I thought he dropped it at first.
Yeah. A few people thought he dropped it. What I liked about that is he slightly changes his angle at the last minute. So when he catches it, he's heading infield, whereas initially he was heading towards the corner. If he would have kept running that same way and caught it, he would have gone out. So smart play there from Corey Oates.
If he didn't change his positioning, I reckon he would have dropped it for sure. That's just my opinion. But good on Oates. Went over and scored that try. Brisbane, 30-10 at that point. And then Sevo got one back in the corner and got a double. That was much needed for Parramatta to get Micah Sevo over for a double.
It was. And it's the try that I needed to hit my bet. So it took him over 12 points.
Me too.
So that was pretty good. And it made the game interesting. Like, I don't want to see my boys flog Parramatta by 50. I don't want that. I'm a purist, mate. Give me some competition.
They beat you by 50 in the finals a couple of years ago, so why not?
They did.
Why not? Get some payback on them. What are we? Brisbane 30-14. Moses couldn't convert a goal for his life tonight. It was wet weather football. It's hard to kick. And then before the Reynolds try happened, the obstruction, Makatoa on Reynolds. Now, look, the letter of the law is obstruction, but Reynolds has put himself in a position to make the tackle. It was a defensive decision, in my opinion, but the letter of the law, we all know the letter of the law, how it's an obstruction. Let's be honest here. They weren't going to stop the try, but there was no try. The rule is so stupid, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And look, like what football players do is they manipulate the rules. Whatever
Yeah,
rule you put out there, they're going to find a way to twist it, right? And you'll find these little
exactly.
pricks, just like Adam Reynolds, Jerome Hughes does it all the time. They manipulate the rules, and when you're that fucking small and slow, like you, but a bit limited with what you can do. I thought it was a genius play. It was a rough as guts call, but you're right. To the letter of the law, it's no try. But yeah, Reynolds definitely gets in there. He makes
That
that
was
decision.
Yeah, exactly right. And that was the part of the game where Twitter was going off their head. People on Twitter were going off. They were saying, "Oh, what the f? This is bullshit." People were fuming, and
Mm,
I'm just sitting there reading it all, and I'm going, "Yeah, Reynolds. Even if he had have not made the defensive decision on McIntyre, he still wouldn't have got to Blogger Blake anyway." So,
that's
but
right.
we all know that the letter of the law, it's stupid as hell. But the try gets overturned, and then Gufferson tries a kick return. I don't know what he was doing. Knocks the ball on. Reynolds picks it up, goes up, kicks it long for himself. Reynolds scores 2 tries in 2 weeks.
Mm.
And Brisbane go to 36-14 in front.
It's fucking beautiful. Reynolds,
It's
look,
beautiful.
you know, one thing I was disappointed with? I didn't see many
What?
try celebrations tonight. 50
No,
fucking points scored.
mm.
Not many try celebrations.
My favourite try celebration tonight was the Kurt Capel one.
What did Kurt Capewell do in this one?
What was it, like Rockabye Baby or something? I think he
Oh,
tried to
yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah. And yeah, everyone was jumping on his back before he could really
That was
finish it off.
funny. That was fucking funny. I thought that was brilliant from Capewell. I was like, "Hey, someone's got the spirit. Someone's doing it.
Mm,
Good to see." That was pretty much it. Parramatta had no attack after that. And we get to full time, and Brisbane win at CommBank Stadium for the first time in their history, 36 points to 14. Bugger me, mate. Brisbane on a roll. I know we got about 6 weeks for the finals. Just a
yeah.
question for you. Will Brisbane make the top 4?
Ooh.
I reckon they will.
Because Melbourne's on a slide.
Yeah,
It could go, what? Penrith, Cowboys, Cronulla, Brisbane.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Although it could go Penrith, Cronulla, Cowboys, Brisbane as well, because Cronulla's got a better run than the Cowboys. Cowboys have got a better run the next 3 weeks, but
Yeah.
the Cowboys are going to play the Roosters in Sydney, Souths in Sydney. We're going to play Penrith last round. We have a fairly tougher draw than
That is
Cronulla do.
pretty tough. Yeah.
But in saying that, either way, I'll take
I
anywhere
reckon
in the
we're
top
in.
4.
Fuck.
I'll
Imagine
take
being the
anywhere.
prick at the start of the year that put Brisbane and Cowboys to finish top 4.
And yeah, I can't remember the last time it happened. What, 2015?
Yeah, it would have been 2015. I think you guys finished
I think-
third. Is that right?
Yeah, we finished third. He's got second, and I think in 16 we finished fourth, and he's got fifth.
Yeah.
And I think after that we made it from 8th and 17, and then I can't remember the rest. But you guys do play Melbourne at Suncorp in a couple of weeks, which is going to be a huge game, isn't it?
It is. We when we last versed them recently, we didn't have Reynolds for that game. We lost by 12.
You pushed them
we had
right down to the
we
wire.
never looked like winning, but we kept it competitive. So with Melbourne playing the way they are, Brisbane, they got their tails up, forward packs dominating the way they are. I think we're a good chance.
You just have a really good run too, because you've got the Tigers next week at Brisbane, which I think you'll kill them. Then you got the Roosters at the SCG, which is a bit of an awkward game for Brisbane. You did beat them there last year, but it's an awkward game because Roosters don't usually lose to the same team twice at the SCG. But it's a winnable game for you guys. It's one that you probably should win on form.
We play well against the Roosters.
And then you play Newcastle at Suncorp, which you should probably kill them in that one. Then he's playing Melbourne, another really big game there. I reckon he's can win. And he's got Parramatta up at Brizzy. And then you finish off with the Dragons at Cogra. So not a bad run for the Bronx.
Yeah, I heard the Tigers and the Knights game with Brisbane there. Yep. Did you hear about where they're streaming that game to watch it?
No, I got no idea.
Yeah, it's going to be on Pornhub.
Actual.
Yeah, 17 men gangbanged at Suncorp. It's called.
Thought you being serious for a second. I was like, wait, what? That's gold. Yeah, it'll be a gangbang, all right. But I want to talk about Parramatta's draw. I am very concerned about Parramatta's run home, mate. their run home, they've got Penrith at Bankwest next week, which is a really tough game. One they'll probably lose. Manly at Brookie, which I'm willing to say they'll lose that because Manly at Brookie is a different beast.
Mm.
And they're in good form, by the way. Better than Parramatta on form at the moment.
Yep.
South Sydney at Combank, which is probably a 50-50 game, but Souths are in better form, so you'd probably lean towards Souths at the moment on form. Then they play the Dogs at Combank. You'd expect them to get payback. Parramatta should win that. Brisbane at Suncorp, which, after tonight, you wouldn't tip Parramatta against Brisbane at the moment. And then they finish off with Melbourne at Combank. Mate, I reckon Parra have got maybe 1, maybe 2 wins in them to end the year, and they could miss the 8.
Yeah, I know. Freakish.
They really could. They could miss the top 8. And
do you reckon Brad Arthur keeps his job by the finals, given that run home?
If they miss the 8, I think he's gone.
Hmm.
Now, in saying that, they are on 24 competition points, 11 wins and 7 losses. Roosters are in 9th. They are 3 games behind Parramatta. But in saying that, the Roosters draw. They got Newcastle next week, Manly at Brookie, Broncos at the SCG. I've got the Cowboys at the SCG. They've got the Tigers in Sydney somewhere, Melbourne. The Roosters have a tough run as well, but Parramatta should hold on to the top 8, but bugger me, it's going to be a close finish, I reckon, with their run home.
Yeah, they're going to limp in if they do.
They're going to limp in, all right, and teams like South Sydney might overtake them. Manly could even overtake them. Manly are looking pretty good at the moment as well. Even Canberra.
Yeah.
Who knows? So, really tough run, and it's definitely something to keep a close eye on because Parramatta's run home. It's quite frightening, and they could miss the 8. I don't want them to miss the 8, but they could miss out. They really could.
Yeah, I think the thing that makes it difficult, the pressure's going to be on given this run home, and they don't respond well with the pressure as it is. So
I was just going to say the same thing. When Parramatta have pressure on them, they usually crumble. They're not good at it. They're not good at it. All right, Dan, who would your top 3 players on ground be from tonight's game?
Top 3 players all happen to be in Brisbane colours.
Yep.
In 3rd place, I'm going to go with Tom Flegler. I thought he was fucking excellent tonight. His shots in defence were brutal. His carries were strong. Late footwork, cheeky offloads. I thought he was great. He was very impactful. I'm going to say 2, Payne Haas. He finally started. He got like 90 post-contact meters. He's back. When he first fucked his shoulders up, he was only getting 40, 50, like 150 meters. He went over 200 meters tonight. So Payne Haas was very happy with the work that he did in the middle. Fucking Paul Reed money. And I never really give wingers the top spot, but Corey Oates was fucking brilliant. In defense, he was shutting down everything on that side. Like Simonson didn't even get the ball. It will stop at Penasini every time, thanks to Corey Oates. He scored 2 tries, made some meters, 0 errors. I thought he was fantastic tonight, Corey Oates. How about you?
Bailey Simonson's a good player, but I don't think he suits the way Parra play. He doesn't get the ball. When he does, he doesn't look comfortable.
I think he scored 2 tries this year as a winger.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I think he might need to look for a new club. I don't think he's working at Parramatta, personally. Good player, but just isn't working at the Eels for whatever reason. It's the same as Paul Momorowski at the Roosters. Just isn't working.
Yeah.
It's the same.
It's not a good fit. Top trick at the Bulldogs, that was fucking rubbish too. It's similar to that.
That didn't work. Yeah, if you put him back in a better club or better system, it'll work better for him. My top 3 from tonight, I'm going to go number 3, Corey Oates again. 2 tries, played great. Oates number 3. Number 2, I'm going to go with Paddy Carrigan. I'm in love with him at the moment. He's such a I love him. I fucking love Carrigan. I was at Magic Round watching him play live, and I'm going, fuck, this guy's a weapon. Love Paddy Carrigan. And number 1, man of the match, I'm giving it to Payne Haas. Or Payne in the ass. Everyone gets annoyed by him. He's just too good. He's a beast. Payne Haas is my man of the match. He ran for 200 meters tonight, and he scored a try. What a weapon. What a fucking weapon. Well, Broncos crushed Parra at Combank tonight. And, Dan, that might wrap up the review, mate. Thanks for coming on tonight, bro.
No worries, bro. It's an absolute pleasure. To everybody watching. Keep tuning in to fucking Nick. This bloke's putting in the hard yards. Couple days a week, streaming for you faggots for free. I
I'll
reckon
take no
you
days off.
no days off. Jump in, throw him some donations, fire up those chats, because that makes these types of interviews and these reviews a lot
They're
better
more
when the
fun.
chat's heavily involved.
Yep.
And if you like anything that I do, sub to my channel, but jump in my
Yep.
Discord if you're a fan of the punt. We've got about 630 members.
How good.
Robbing and beating their dicks like it owes it money. So
Well, mate,
it's
we're
been a
about
pleasure, Nick.
we're about 93 subscribers away from 2,000, so we're getting there. We're not far away. Hopefully, we get there soon. And if you haven't subscribed to DAFT Previews YouTube channel, make sure you do. The link is in the description below, and go and check out the Discord as well. All you got to do is just go onto his Instagram, and you'll find it. It's right there. It's very popular, and this gentleman won 10K last week. So if you don't think you can win on the punt, bullshit. Go follow his tips, and I'm fucking promise you'll get a win eventually. So go and check out Dan from DAFT Previews. Everyone, hope you enjoyed the Thursday Night Football review. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow night for the Friday Night Football review for both games. Anyway, until then, everyone, enjoy your night, and we'll see you guys in the next time or the next one. Full time, Broncos 36, Eels 14. Good night.